I ran a 5K last Saturday and then didn't work out once this week. Here's what I'm learning about how I actually function. No DoorDash. Doing amazing. Fabulous. It's like the emotional support sip of coffee. Hits every time. Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to another check-in video. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. I think I've been saying that for a couple weeks now, like, can't believe it's already this time, can't believe this, but time is flying. Like, what can you do? We are super cozy this morning. I made a cup of coffee and I'm just kind of getting my day going and working for a little bit, but I said it's time for a break and I'm ready to catch up with you guys. Chit chat a little bit and spend some time together. So yeah, the coffee that I'm drinking is really delicious. I have been a basic Nespresso buyer. This is totally aside, by the way. When I shop Nespresso, I tend to get like the chocolate flavored pods, or gingerbread was like my favorite during the winter season. But this order that I placed a couple weeks ago came with a couple of like free packets, you know, just kind of included. I guess I bought enough that they were like, have some more for free. And so one of the ones that I'm trying is, yeah, the Columbia one. It is so good. Like, I'm gonna have to repurchase this. So smooth, but honestly, it's doing the job. It is waking me up. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and just dive into this check-in. So starting off with some admin stuff, I guess. Let's go ahead and just refresh on what the goals are for these 90 days and then take a look at the roadmap, see where we're at and how we're tracking. For that, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my Cove app. I've been using this very intermittently as far as like tracking my goals and everything. I started to use more of my notebook. So I don't know, I'm kind of tracking in 3 places. I have a spreadsheet for my budget. I'm jotting down notes in my notebook. And then I also am keeping track of some of the stuff in Cove, but it's fine. So I'm scrolling back down here. I'll insert a screenshot for you guys. But I have like my 90-day goals that we'll take a look at together. So just a refresh here. In the 90 days, which mind you, started, well, February 25th is when I guess wrote this 90-day goal note. So around-ish that time. It's been a month already? Whoa. I mean, I guess this is the week 5 check-in, so it's definitely been 4 solid weeks. I don't know, it's probably been like a month and some change, but those 90-day goals, we had declutter and clear what no longer aligns. And so special call out there for my storage unit and my space. So I am in an updated environment here today. We'll talk about that in a second, but the next one was to train for and run a 5K, and then deepen my faith and read the Bible daily. Also learn chess and get better at playing and be consistent with gym and nutrition, build and follow a better budget, track my spending, and no DoorDash. So some of these I've kind of just been intermittently touching on, like as we've kind of gone through these different check-ins week to week, but I feel like there were some that I've not really addressed yet. So I wanted to check in with you guys on those. So for the clearing and declutter what no longer aligns, I think we're doing really well in that area this past week, and I'll kind of throw up my roadmap as well. Let's go ahead and just kind of blend the two together. So on the roadmap, I did go ahead and check off to declutter my office, which is where we are right now. The 5K race that we did on Saturday, and then I completed my spend recap. The 2 things that were not checked off the roadmap this past week were the 2 runs, training for the 5K, and then my insanity, actually. So yeah, that's my weekly confession with you guys. I did fall off. I fell back on insanity. I also did color in with the same blue highlighter that the storage session 1 from week 3. I did pop into storage as part of this office declutter that we did this past week. So I wanted to kind of show a little bit of credit there on the roadmap that, like, though it was not the originally planned storage session like 1, I did go to storage. I did clear some things out. And so I'm just going to give myself a little bit of credit there. This past week, I did declutter the office. I'm sitting in front of a new old desk. This is my OG desk. I'm not going to show you guys too much because we have a full like transformation declutter video coming on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I just feel amazing. Like, I can't even fully express how cozy I feel just in the office. The fur babies are actually right here with me. Yep, yep. Oh yeah, I'm feeling on cloud nine, like being back in my office space, a room that I've definitely been dreading and has been like an energy drain for a while. It just feels so different now. Like I'm recharged. I feel like I can actually function in here. I want to be in here. I want to work. It's just inspiring so much good energy. So that's been amazing. But like I said, that video is coming on Sunday. So excited for that. So decluttering is definitely going well. I checked off the train for and run a 5K. Now we all know how training went. Did not go. But running the 5K was a huge like 90-day goal that I just wanted to kind of mark. Like it was something that I signed up for. It was on my calendar. So of course I wanted to go ahead and incorporate it and yeah, stack a win for this 90-day realignment journey. So it feels so good to be a month in, you know, being at the end of March, even, you know, a week ago and kind of being essentially those 30 days in and to already have checked off a goal, like it's done, feels really good. As far as deepening my faith and reading the Bible daily, I did get baptized in this, you know, 90-day realignment journey. So that's a huge thing that kind of just is really personal to me. And is like a standalone thing. But in general, I have been really enjoying reading my devotional daily. And I feel like that's in general kind of quietly been centering me through, you know, each week. Then we have learn chess and get better at playing. So I'm gonna go ahead and like pop up on the screen my little Duolingo stats because that's where I've been learning chess, is Duolingo. So, you know, I hope the assumption here was not that I'm like being taught by, you know, a chess guru. It's Oscar on Duolingo. He is my chess master. But yeah, so it's been really fun. That's just been a nice daily tick. I've not done it every day. You'll see there's some days that I use like a streak freeze, meaning I did not practice that day. But the only thing that I'm practicing on Duolingo is chess. I did have like French in there for a while, but I kind of grew bored of it. Like it was just pretty much repeating the same stuff that I was like, I already know this. Like, so anyways, we've been doing chess and that's been really fun. I do want to play more like physical games. I kind of started this year off a little bit strong playing chess with my dad on Sundays. And that was just like a really nice ritual and treat that we looked forward to after church. So I think bringing that back is something that I look forward to in the next couple weeks. But for now, what I have learned on chess is like, there are points, I guess, like assessed to each piece. So if I capture a pawn versus a knight versus a bishop, I didn't know these things had points. I was just like, oh, at the end of the day, you want to checkmate the king. And even that, I didn't understand checkmate. And I'm still not too, like, I don't really know how to checkmate. Like, I just know I want to box in the king, but it's like, there's sometimes, okay, for instance, this is very specific, I know, but there's sometimes when like I'll move my queen all the way like down, you know, we'll be running it. And I think that I have the king pinned because it's like he can't kill my bishop that's blocking or something. But then he just knocks out my queen and I'm like, but I thought my queen being there meant that you can't kill it. But then I guess it did. So yeah, checkmate, I'm still learning. For the most part, I kind of get lucky. For the most part, I'm just forging my pawns all the way down to the line, spawning them into queens, and then I'll play with like 3 queens to try to like trap Oscar's king. And it's like playing with my dad, he would never let that happen. So this is where I'm like, yeah, when I'm playing chess and getting better at it, like the goal really is to beat my dad. Don't tell him I said that. If he's watching, it's fine, but that's my goal. I want to win like 1 game against him and that would just like make my entire year. So moving on, let's skip the be consistent with gym and nutrition. We'll circle back to that one. But you know, building and following a better budget and tracking my spending, we've been doing really good with that. I shared a really good update last week on how much I've been saving, how much tracking my spending has really improved my financial health. Like just that ownership and awareness and accountability and not like hiding from the numbers and you know, ignoring reality has been a game changer. So that's, yeah, a real underdog like habit that I've just kind of built in this 90 days that I don't know. I think we'll just kind of keep that going. But I could always go more in depth with you guys on kind of that financial lay of the land. Of course, finances are just personal, so my situation is not everyone's situation. But if you guys are curious about literally any of these goals and going deeper, like, let me know. Just, yeah, let me know. Leave me a comment, send me a message. I'm happy to share whatever interests you guys. Then the no DoorDash, doing amazing, fabulous. I've not had DoorDash this whole time on my phone, which is amazing. I think that one was just, felt more like a freebie. Like, as long as my discipline is on track and I'm not like, as long as I don't re-download the app, there will be no door dashing, you know, so that's been pretty simple. Okay, but to circle back real quick to the being consistent with gym and nutrition last week, and the reason why this did not get checked off on the roadmap. Yeah, I did not do insanity last week. You know what I've been noticing in these past couple weeks too, like with each check-in, I think the trend for me has been like having honest trade-offs and just kind of like working with myself there. When I typically have made goal lists and like massive plans and, you know, here's how I'm going to get all this stuff done type of stuff, I really want to track everything to the T and nail it. Like, I want to be like, you know, spot on with everything. I want to see everything thrive and I don't want to miss a mark once. But I think part of that reality that I'm really capturing in this 90 days is the reality of trade-offs. Like, not everything that I have on my plate, especially with, I'll also share another personal aside, but not everything that I have tracking is going to be like, if you imagine a battery level, not every goal is going to be at 100% every single week. I think what I'm finding is that sometimes, you know, one battery decreases to 25% or 0%, while another one is like 100 or above. Like, I don't know. It's like my attention and my focus will be really locked into some of the things that are realistically attainable, like in my week to week. So that's been refreshing. Like, I would prefer to, in the span of 90 days, which is 12 weeks, which is a quarter of a year, to say that like I ran a 5K, to say that I decluttered my office space. I like decluttered my closets that had not been decluttered in years. Like, that I've actually been getting to stuff that I've been delaying and procrastinating and putting off and hiding from for, you know, a span of time, to be addressing these things. And it's just kind of happening so fluidly. I think behind the scenes, the reality, the thing that's keeping all of that possible is the art of trade-off and balance. I'm not like burning myself out or trying to shoot for all these marks with every single thing. So that's been really like, I don't know, that's a big takeaway for this 90-day challenge. So thanks for letting me share that and just kind of talk that out openly. When insanity fell off last week and I didn't really get to working out, I also was stress eating. So yeah, for me, that looks like not eating well enough or at all during the days, like during the morning, during the day. And then when I get off work, like riding out and going to get some fast food, like not healthy options, not thinking about the quality of the food or the timing of the food. And then, yeah, just kind of scarfing it down mindlessly to kind of shut off the work day and be like, separate myself from work and what just happened and like try to start my evening. And yeah, that's something that is definitely reflective of like old habit patterns that I'm really trying to break. Because that does no good for me. Like, it doesn't feel good the next day. My sleep score, it throws me off. Not moving daily and sitting most of the time. My job is sedentary, working from home. So just kind of being really locked in. The personal note that I wanted to add here is that I know I've mentioned a couple of times, I think in these past couple weeks, that I'm working a lot, I'm working overtime, like that kind of thing. But last week I made the decision to consult ChatGPT and I was like, chat, I feel overwhelmed. I feel tired, stressed, burnt out. Like, I'm really nearing that place where it's like that work anxiety and returning to work on a Monday after the weekend feels like it flew by. That was starting to creep in and I've not felt like that since 2023. I know exactly where I was and like what that looked like. It's been since 2023. Early 2024. Since I got this job, it's been an absolute godsend. This has just been a very busy season, and that is something I I know I've said a couple times. It just, me even saying those words, I'm like, oh, I've been saying that a lot lately. Sip of coffee. One moment. It's like the emotional support sip of coffee. Hits every time. But anyways, so when I say it's been a busy season, I had to ask chat to like numerically make it make sense to me. Like, I'm like, I know my roles and responsibilities for my job. I know that it's a salary position. It's a 9 to 5, like you really 8 to 5 with an hour lunch, but you know, you clock in, you do your work, you clock out. It's meant to be that type of job, you know? But what has been happening, and I will insert some of the data points here, was I think like chat told me that I've been so far this quarter, like since January to the end of March, I had worked like 80 unpaid overtime hours. And what that looks like on a reality is mostly working through most days, working absolutely entirely through lunch and just being glued to my chair, and like anything that comes in, it's like drop everything. It's a fire drill, process this document, respond to this email, help this person with that thing. Like it's just been a lot. And I know there can be seasons of discomfort and, you know, real craze and stuff like that. But I know for me and for my team, like I thrive better, we all do as a team, when we're not overworked and put under such immense pressure. I see those invisible needs. I see where someone's kind of gone quiet. They're not really asking for help. And I'm like, hey, let me check in, you know, with so-and-so and see, do you need help with something? Like, are you okay? And then it's like, oh my gosh, I haven't had time to even stretch today. I've not had time to eat. Like, and we're all saying the same thing. It's like an echo chamber of like, we're all just working so hard. So on the one hand, it's like, yeah, that could just be the season and kind of the demand of the job right now. But on the other, it's like, I'm still trying to really show up for myself outside of work. So I just think last week for me, the stress eating work kind of triggered me. The overwork was a bit triggering. So, you know, my eating habits were poor. And then when I'm not eating well, I don't have enough good like fuel to really energize my body. And I know that definitely impacted my 5K run on Saturday. That was really ran out of sheer willpower and like audaciously confident. Like that was the audacious confidence. That was Saturday. And I mean, love that I did that. No regret. When I am stressed out, when I'm not treating my body the best, like at 30, like maybe the stuff I could get away with at 21, 22, 23, at 30, no, like it impacts my sleep, it impacts my mood, it impacts my energy levels and the ability to, yeah, show up for myself and others. I'm still working on finding that balance. Even this week that we're in, I've still not worked out and finished Insanity, but I also still have not been eating the best. I did start to reel it in some. It's one of the things that I had like on my protocol to support me in achieving these goals, to eat nutritiously and, you know, finish Insanity, was to limit my coffee intake to, well, my coffee purchases to 1 a week. Last week, I rode out every single day to go get a coffee. Like, yeah, I don't know, multiply 7 times 7. What is that? $49, $50 and some change, add tax to it. But, you know, like, yeah, I spent over $50 on coffee last week, and I literally have coffee at home. Literally have coffee at home. So we're back to having coffee at home. We're back to having breakfast, even if it's a light yogurt cup and some fruit, like something to just go ahead and let my body know, hey, I'm giving you some fuel for the day. You're not just going to be jacked up on coffee all day. Lunch, I'm still working through. As of this week, it's Wednesday, and today I'm taking a lunch break. That's happening right now. Thank you. But Monday and Tuesday went by, and it was just like, oh my gosh, 9 hours of straight work later. Like, what just happened? So I guess my reframe for this week, how I function, I really kind of started to think about that a bit more. And like I touched on at the beginning of the video, like I just think that for me, I function well when there's kind of that balance and there's not this expectation to be at 100% battery for all ventures, for all efforts and things like that, but just allowing an ebb and flow. But also understanding the ones that weigh more than others. Like for me, nutrition and movement weighs more than playing chess. It does. It does. Chess is an excellent like mind tickle. It's a good brain exercise. but that's not the same as like moving my body, moving my joints, not sitting all day, but intentionally standing, just going for sporadic walks, things like that. So I want to bring that back more into this week, getting movement, even if it's not insanity, like still just, I don't know, walk a mile. Last night I did walk 2 miles randomly, just picked up and started walking in the evening, and that was amazing. Felt really good and rewarded afterward. I think like the difference between how I actually function versus how I think I should function, I'm letting the being and the doing trump how I think it should go. Like kind of like that 8 p.m. version of me that I was talking about. Like that version of me has a plan based on evidence where it's like, here's what does work for me when I work out in the morning because I know that I'll be busy in the evening. Let's just go ahead and get it done for the day. Like kind of that intentionality and being proactive is a game changer for me. I think the reality of like rebuilding your life, reestablishing habits while at the same time intentionally working through breaking unhelpful habits. It's a process where there's going to be weeks like this, especially near the middle. Like if you have an established timeline, 90 days, 30 days, whatever, there comes a middle point in every journey. And I think it's just sticking it out, like sticking it through and just meeting yourself where you are day to day. And that's it. Like at the end of the day, at the end of whatever the roadmap looks like, you will inevitably see progress as long as you don't stop. Like as long as you keep going, then that's where that whole battery ebb and flow goes. Like even if I was at 0% for 7 days on this one goal, it doesn't mean that I can't gradually tick back up to, 12%, 25%, jumps and spikes to 80 and 90%, and then it ebbs and flows. Like it's all progress. It's all moving me in the right direction. So yeah. Oh, and the other thing that I thought about, I love to look back at my old videos and like just kind of browse my channel, and I love it. But one of the videos that I did recently watch was my like falling off or I fell off again, but now what video. Things that I was thinking about was like the actual terminology of falling off, where I'm like, I was tempted to be like, I fell off insanity, like that was the big fall off this week. That was the trade-off that took place that surprised me. I was ready to go there. But then I was like, well, did I fall off of it or did I fall back from it? Like, I kind of wanted to give a little bit of a different spin there, because I feel like to say that I fell off of it, first of all, kind of tells my mind that I need to start over. Like when I how I internalize falling off, I feel like that's enough of a stop that I need to start over. When I fall back, it's a little more gentle, like it's a little more giving. And so, falling back to me, I'm like, okay, maybe like the battery level thing. I may have fallen back a little bit, but I can still recharge or amp up, let some other things kind of trickle down and give myself kind of that boost to get back going again, So that's also the other, I guess, second reframe of this week is, falling back is different than falling off. And if you find yourself in periods of little lulls where it's like, I just didn't make as much progress there, or I totally just didn't really address that for a couple of days, like I think try the reframe of falling back versus falling off and see if that kind of helps you to get back into it. Because there's always that space too to reassess and be like, okay, if something like implodes or whatever, like if something changes your roadmap or your plan, are you giving yourself enough like structure, but also flexibility to be able to pivot and continue going? Or is that plan and path a little bit too rigid where it's like, oh, I kind of had like this expectation of myself. It's this high. And now that I missed one little mark, I feel like the whole tower crumbles and I got to start over with all my little blocks on the floor. Like, yeah, that's just where I'm kind of at, is like trying to, no matter what, just continue walking this out, even if it means that I fell back in some areas, that I'm tracking to. Looking ahead to this next week, let me actually check back in the roadmap real quick and see what do we have coming up. Okay, so I had under week 5 to declutter my bedroom, continue insanity, do my spend recap, of course. And I think that was it, because since the running and the 5K is done, I don't have any little check boxes here for week 5, basically. But I will be out of office next week. So I think I'll be taking advantage of some time off. Some of the things that I look forward to really getting into this week is to finish my office declutter. We are 90% of the way there, which feels amazing to say. It's a very functional space. I'm loving it, but I had left off on that video talking about, I don't know, if I'm going to finish these 2 cabinets or these 2 areas, but I have that type of energy and the focus. I want to go ahead and just do that this week. When it comes to the bedroom, I think we may meander over there. I have been randomly just pulling different things off my bookshelf to declutter. Clothes, again, that I'm kind of like, nope, don't feel like folding that. Not going to wear that again. Declutter. So that's just kind of been steadily going in progress. So I'll take a look back and see like what am I really thinking when it comes to decluttering the bedroom. Because I feel like the closet was a big thing. I also did declutter skincare. I'm going to get really close to you guys for a second. So if you can see, like my skin is a bit rashy right now. Like I definitely have kind of this like rash going on to the side. Not really like breakouts for breakout's sake, but just more like texture and dryness on my skin. So I don't know if I have talked about this before, but I have been dealing with a damaged skin barrier for a couple of years. It's one of those Ordinary brand products, retinol specifically, where lesson for anybody out there, but specifically to my 28-year-old self. Okay, this one's for her. Maybe let's not apply retinol every single day, morning and night, just because I saw one aesthetic morning routine of someone putting on, some retinol, and it's like, their skin looks so perfect. Like, I'll get this product and put it on every day. No research done. Did not know how stripping that was for the skin. So I've been just kind of like, and then I didn't know that had done as much damage as it had. I thought I had rosacea. I was starting to think I had eczema, rosacea. Like I'm Googling all this stuff. I'm just like, I don't know what's wrong with my skin. Never been to a dermatologist, mind you. But then last year around my 30th birthday, I took a birthday trip. And while I was away, I took a picture of my skin, sent it to ChatGPT, and I was like, hey, what is going on with my skin? Like, why does it thrive in the summer? It's really struggling in the winter. And why is it like kind of this texture and this redness? And Chat was like, well, like it's, unless you've had rosacea and you know what that is, or you've had eczema, like it's not that. It's more than likely damaged skin barrier. So then I go down this rabbit hole. We're like chatting back and forth, and I'm like, oh yeah, this product I was heavily using, and it was like, yeah, if you use that more than like once a week, like following a extra moisturizing and like things like that. So I did it to myself. But I don't know really how I got on this tangent. Oh, I did a skincare declutter because there was some products that I was using that I was like, it's just kind of flaring me up. It's like agitating. So I opted for more products with like niacinamide, oat something, just really gentle and moisturizing products. So I'll let you guys know how that goes too. Okay, real quick before we just totally unhaul the product, since we were talking about it anyways, I figured I'd show you guys the products that I plan to unhaul, and I'm actually going to give to my mom if she wants them, and then show you guys the products that I'm going to start using that ChatGPT recommended for like my skin health and everything. Products that I'm unhauling actually were mostly Elemis brand, because I think like for me it was just a bit too abrasive. I don't know. I don't even really understand the ingredients that weren't working for me. But like my skin, if I did something like overnight, like this eye cream, it would just feel like it dried out my skin or like irritated it. So these are the things that I am not going to use, not going to continue using. And then I do have a Clinique makeup remover in there. So I figured this one, I don't really wear much makeup anyways. So I'm going to give that away. And then these products too, I don't know what it is. It's just a bit too aggressive. This Evian facial spray never really did anything for me. I just don't think this is really for me at this time. What it is, my skin doesn't do well with it. So instead, what I've added to the kit and caboodle is a super gentle repair face moisturizer. That's what it was. What is this? Colloidal oatmeal? Anyways, this is one that specifically ChatGPT recommended using. So I picked that up. And then this Bioma brand I'd been hearing good things, and also chat said that this was a good option too. And it has triceramide, niacinamide, and green tea. But it's really big on hydrating and balance. And so like it brightens the skin, but it supports that skin barrier function. So I don't know. I think I'm just really trying to be cautious when it comes to the different products that I use, just making sure that it has like the good ingredients that I need. Like I'm just going to go in like really easy to start, because one of the things that has definitely been working is this Tatcha rice polish, but it is so expensive. I think this was like $80. So I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm using this very sparingly. This argan oil milk has also been super hydrating for the skin. So I had just ran out of a daily moisturizer. So that's why I was like, let me pick up 2 different options for that. And then one thing that chat was saying, because I was like, I do want to improve like my overall skin texture and balance and evenness and all that stuff. So it did recommend this niacinamide plus zinc, vitamin E, hyaluronic acid. So I think I just would use this very, very sparingly, like once a week, and only put it on areas of my skin that does not get super red. Like my cheeks get so red, and it's not just like blushing, like that is skin texture and some of the barrier damage still. Yeah. So anyways, skin update. Like, I don't know if anybody else is on a similar skincare journey. If you're just trying to find like a routine, again, it's like, this is my first time kind of going through it. It's our first time at life, you know, but it's definitely my first time trying to heal a skin barrier. So I don't have exactly the answers, but if there's ever anything that I'm doing that could help you guys or any advice that I can share, I'm always open to do that. So yeah. That's also another thing looking forward to this week is just hydrating, keeping the coffees going at home, eating well, nourishing my body, and just picking up where we last left off. Like the 5K was a huge win this past week. I'm so tickled with it still. I love the office. Like so much good stuff is going on. It's filling me with all of that good energy. So I think it's just a matter of continuing, trekking along. Yeah, so if there's anything that I've got, you know, kind of tracking in this 90-day journey that you want to know more about, you want to see more about behind the scenes, etc., let me know. Our Sunday videos have kind of been more focused on maybe one zone or like one particular kind of niche of the 90-day journey. But if there's short form content pieces that you want to see, just let me know. I'm really, even though I of course have a full-time job and all the other things that I'm doing in my world, I want to show up for you guys and just continue building this community because I see every comment. I appreciate every single one, all the likes that you guys are giving me, and just the growth that we're kind of seeing here together. It's so exciting. I'm so grateful for you because I just feel like we're really in this together. It's not just me by myself. And yeah, I can't wait to see you, and I look forward to these every single week. So yeah, anyways, my coffee is now lukewarm, so she's gonna need to be microwaved, but I hope you guys are having a phenomenal week. Sending you all the love and encouragement and sparkles on your ventures as well and through your day-to-day. Yeah, I will see you guys on Sunday for our office declutter video. Can't wait for that. And yeah, have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.